Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love college football as much as I do. With spring football coming in, with spring practice starting up real soon, it's time to start talking about the 2024 season and what we expect because that's just the way it is. Look, and Auburn has a pretty good football schedule coming up for 2024. Now, here's the thing. Do I think they'll be better than what they were last year? Yes. Do I think they'll be a lot better than last year? Yes and no. I say yes because they did have a really good recruiting class. They did hit the transfer portal. I imagine that defense will be better than what it already was in 24. It was a really good defense, but it wasn't an elite defense, if I'm being honest. Two of those defensive performances showed up really good in the Iron Bowl and the Georgia game, but those were home games. Outside of that, the defense wasn't really, they need to get more athletes for that defense. It did play good, but when you don't have elite athletes on defense, it makes a big difference. And I'm not taking a shot at Auburn here. I'm an Auburn fan, huge Auburn fan. I've been pulling for them for years, and I've been public about it even when they've had back-to-back losing seasons. So whatever. But they have a lot of good games to play for. And I'll tell you why this game in particular is the most important game. No, it's not Georgia. No, it's not Alabama. I know those are their rivalry games. And yeah, you want to win your rivalry games. But this game's more important than both because it's the most winnable game. At the end of September, I think it's week 4, they host Oklahoma. This game is so important for Auburn because it's the most winnable game. It's a home game. And Oklahoma will likely be in the top 10 by the time they play them. Because Oklahoma literally does not play a really tough game until they play Auburn. Before that, they play Houston. They play 2 other teams that are beatable, right? So Oklahoma has a rough schedule, but it doesn't really start until around now. Auburn is used to playing tough teams all the time, and they give those teams tough games all the time. That's why Auburn is so popular in college football, and that's why people want to watch them like me. They're a tough team. They're hard-nosed. They can play tough with anybody when they're a decent team or better. That's true. That's true. So this game is so important because if they beat a top 10 Oklahoma team, at worst, Oklahoma might be in the top 15. At best, they could be top 5. Auburn should win this game because they're at home for one. And here's the thing, Oklahoma's a good football team, but they're not better than Alabama or Georgia, especially on the defensive side of the ball, despite how much better I believe Oklahoma's defense will be this year. It will be better because Venables has been recruiting a lot better on the defense. This will be his 3rd year, so whoever he's recruited on defense a year, 2 years ago will be a lot better and be ready to play. But it's a tough place to play at Auburn when Auburn's a pretty decent team or okay. Like last year, they were okay. They weren't decent. They weren't very good, but they were okay. Not garbage. Definitely not garbage. Like the Ole Miss, Alabama, Georgia games they had last year at home, they could have won those games. They were close games. I think Auburn takes this game will be the turning point to where it shows that Coach Hugh Freeze and the Auburn program is taking a step forward in the right direction because it'll prove we can beat these teams. We can win these close games. This is going to be a close game. I do think overall Oklahoma has the better players. But because Oklahoma's defense has never been great, and I still don't think it's going to be great, I think it'll be pretty good. But Auburn, again, they're used to playing with these tough teams. And they have beaten some of these tough teams. And I think for the first time in a while, Auburn is going to beat one of these ranked tougher teams. It'll be a home win, but still a win. And a big win for Hugh Freeze and this Auburn program. It'll be a big win for recruits because, again, Auburn's already been getting really good recruits without winning many games. What do you think they'll get, and in the transfer portal, when they start beating Oklahoma's? So it's a very winnable game. I would give them a 70% chance to win this game. And I'm probably going to, and you know me, I'm silly. I like to do prediction games even way before football season starts. Like, not spring, but the real season. So, Auburn should win this game. And if they do when they win this game, I think they're going to win this game. And part of me is a Texas fan. I'm petty about the Oklahoma. Look, I wouldn't say look out for Auburn or anything like that, because after that, they get punched in the mouth. They play Georgia. That's, whatever. But still, it's a huge win. Auburn did not beat anybody great last year. There's their chance. Take advantage of it.